Hey everybody, welcome to Open Market Trader. This is OMT. My name is Denzel here with another weekly update on how I did. This week I made $1,113. Phenomenal week trading. Early on this week it was not the best. I did start off with 2 red days, so this is the full P&L for the week right here. Now, let's go ahead and give a little bit of a breakdown on how this week went. I'd like to start off to say that, in order to trade appropriately, you have to go ahead and have proper risk management, right? You don't want to go ahead and have too much of a big loss, too much of a big win. Oh, well, you do want to have a big win, but you don't want to have too much of a big loss. So small wins, large wins, and small losses at all times, right? So I started this week down over about like $583 because I had 2 losses. Monday was $291, Tuesday was $292, so totaled out to $583. But I wasn't too mad with those losses because for the most part I stuck to my process, right? I went ahead and I had my stop losses in place. A lot of those days I lost. I said this in my last YouTube video, and I also said this on stream, is I don't want to lose no more than 3 to 5% of my account. I keep losing right at 5%. I do want to get that. I do want to get that down a bit, but obviously with growing a small account, you do end up pushing the gas, trying to be a bit aggressive on some of my plays. But other than that, I really believe that I held on to my rules tightly. Monday was a little bit of a little off cycle for me in terms of following my rules because I actually lost $600 or $650. And then I saw a great play on MU, so I flipped my position because initially I took that stock long, which means I wanted the stock to go up. That's how I lost money there because it did not work in my direction. But I flipped to my position because I saw the momentum on the downside, ended up making $359, so I made some losses. So that's how we ended the day on Monday, $291, right? So like I said, it just comes with the game of trading. If you're not comfortable with taking losses, it's probably not the business for you. But if this is something that you really want to do, you do gotta get comfortable with taking some losses. It's just a part of it. You know what I mean? So psychologically, I did not want to go ahead and allow those losses to impact the rest of my week. I did not want those losses to go ahead and impact my decision making. Just come in. It's kind of like playing sports. If you drop a pass, you still have to get up and come in the next play and catch the next ball. You can't allow the last drop pass to affect the next 10 targets that you're going to get, if you guys understand my football analogy. So to add to that, you also don't want to go ahead and revenge trade, right? So because I lost 292 or 291, I'm not trying to make $300, $400, or another 292 coming in the next day. I know that loss is there, but if I could make $100, I take it. You know what I mean? If I can make $200, I take it. It might not trample that loss that I had previously completely, but it does mitigate that loss that I had those previous days somewhat, and it keeps me alive in this game of trading. So let's go into some other days that I had in the week. Wednesday through, let's start with Wednesday. Wednesday was like a turning point in my trading. I saw clean setups. I managed my risk appropriately. And then on top of that, I didn't allow those previous losses to consume me. So it was really about gaining a solid foundation and rebuilding my confidence on that day. Wednesday, I think I came out, I made about, I forgot what I made on Wednesday. I see here a 391 because I'm going off of my head and some of my notes that I have here. I made 391 on Wednesday. Initially on Wednesday, I made $214 on live. Then after my live stream, I saw an opportunity on CoreWeave. I took that opportunity. Ended up losing $100, but then AMD made a nice surge up, breaking all-time highs, getting 2 all-time highs. So I got in on that trend trade for a little bit. Ended up making $291 on top of the $100 that I already had. So ended the day $391, amazing day. And then Thursday and Friday, I saw the ultimate success. Once I got my momentum back, and I stayed with my discipline. My biggest win on Thursday basically came from NVIDIA. And NVIDIA, right, that stock right there, I went ahead and I believed in it. I believed in NVIDIA, pushing towards all-time highs, which it did. I went in heavy size because of confidence. And then ended up making a high on that day of $1,200. I realized $926. I know I'm saying a lot of numbers right now, But then I continued to trade, find more setups, find more opportunities, and I didn't want to push the gas too much, so I ended the day $774, which it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Just because you make money in trading, it doesn't mean you stop trading. But you do want to have a point in your trading day where, like, if things are not working out, you've already made money. Just walk away and come back another day. So if I realized $926 and I'm down to 774, I only lost 150 or so from my realized takeaway profit, which is not bad. It's not bad to lose 150 from 926. It's all about proper management. So you can see how the momentum was just building for me as the week started to go ahead and close out, and just having the proper risk to reward setups, managing my positions without cutting my winners too short, which that's very, very essential. You do not want to cut your winners too short. Friday was also an amazing day, but Friday I actually, for those who joined the live, even if you guys watched that live, I was red on Friday. I actually lost money, and the market kind of moved really slow this week. It wasn't that many days within the week that we saw a lot of great momentum. It was like little moments that momentum kicked up, and a lot of the times momentum kicked up later on in the day. So on Friday, I lost. I actually lost. I think I traded Baba. But funny enough, right? I'm gonna tell you the funny thing. If you guys watched that live, I made a mistake. On Friday, I went ahead and I went long on to Baba. For those who don't know what long is, as I mentioned, long is when you want the stock to go higher. I think I lost on Meta by like $100 and change. So I was only down about 100 and change. And then I get in on freaking Baba, and I sell my contracts by accident. Like, I literally sell it by accident. So that's what gave me the loss initially. It wasn't that something was wrong with my strategy. I had a target on it, and it got to my area. I probably wasn't gonna make a lot, but regardless of it, I wish I didn't sell my position, but evidently I did. But if anything, it was like a blessing in disguise too, because the market just took a complete tank after that, and Baba went right with the market, and I took advantage of that short. And when I took advantage of that, ended up closing that day $540 or so, $551. Like I said, the P&L, I'll put it up again right here for you guys to see. And closed that day strong. So like the week, so the week for me was pretty much a solid week, and I think I did a good job just managing the risk. So some key lessons that I feel like are definitely meant to be spoken to, I'm spoken about today, is about just sticking to my rules, right? Like my daily stop loss to limit, that saved me from a catastrophic week. Like me not trying to lose no more than like $200 or $300, because I could bounce back from that. Like, we don't want losses 500 or more. You got to dig yourself out of that, especially with a small account. Focusing on process over P&L. So focusing on my execution, on my strategies, and not being so money driven. And then just sticking to the industry that I feel more comfortable trading, which is the mega caps. Stocks like Nvidia, stocks like Amazon, Tesla, Baba at times, Meta. Those stocks have higher liquidity, and they give me more clear observations on where the market can go. So this week was a little bit of a roller coaster early on, but I was able to go ahead. I was able to go ahead and gain traction, and put myself in a better position to go ahead and come out on top. So last week, we can see I closed the week 596. This week I closed the week 1,113, and next week we will see what next week brings. I did take a swing position on Baba for a continued down move, so hopefully that works in my favor. If we all understand like where we at in the market, every dip gets bought back up, so I would not be surprised if on Tuesday when the market opens up, because Monday is Columbus Day, the market is closed. I would not be surprised if on Tuesday the market goes ahead and starts to pick right back up to a degree. But we shall see. I'll let you guys know how that trade looks for me on Tuesday when the market opens. Other than that, I wanted to keep this video short. Please like, follow, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next live stream. I totally appreciate everything that I am receiving from this channel. This channel is growing, to me, a little bit quickly, and I like that, because this is just a real niche based content that I'm making for people who want to go ahead and join me on this journey of trading. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Please join the live stream. Keep trading, stay disciplined, and I'll keep you guys updated. See you guys on Tuesday. Peace.